Hey there everyone, welcome back to part 2 of how well Frank Lampard will do in charge of Chelsea. This is the 2019-2020 season. He's let Martel Taylor-Crossdale go to Southampton on a free. Josh Grant has gone to Leeds on a free. Timuri Bakayoko has been sold to Milan for 31.5 million, and Nathan has gone to Vitesse in Holland on loan. Kovacevic I've brought in for him because obviously Hazard's left, Kovacevic has come in, so I've had to do that for him. But you'll be happy to know Pulisic is now here, Christian Pulisic, so he'll be playing for Chelsea in place of Hazard, and Morata and Moses are on long-term loan deals, so yeah, you're not going to be able to get them back. Morata is on loan till 2022 as well, according to the game. So I'm just going to go with the game. What we've got is quite a few first 11 players from last year. Higuain's gone back to Juventus, but Baba Rahman comes back, Batshuayi comes back, Pasalic comes back, Danilo Pantic is there, Kurt Zuma's back, Christian Pulisic arrives. Blimey, Kurt Zuma looks like a beast. Tackling 13 to 20, heading 13 to 20. Determination 16 to 20. Acceleration 15 to 20. Jumping reach 15 to 20. Pace 13 to 20. Strength 18 to 20. God almighty. You wouldn't want to get caught in bed with his wife, would you? So they've also got some under 23 players, which I think will help them out. They've got Jamal Blackman there. If you just do this, they got Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Kennedy, Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount, Charlie Masonda, Ola Aina, Ethan Ampadu, Kenneth Omaru, Reece James, Izzy Brown, Jay De Silva. In fact, I think Jay De Silva's gone to Bristol City, so let me just change that. Move to a club. Let's try and be as accurate as we can. There we go. Move him to Bristol City. Okay, done. So yeah, we got Matt Miazga, Fikayo Tomori. I'm going with that, just call him Tomori. Lewis Baker, Michael Hector, Thomas Callas, Trevor Chalobah, Jakes, Clark Salter, Casey Palmer. We've even got Killian Hazard, Eden Hazard's brother. So you've got quite a few players to choose from, quite a few players to go at, so it's not like you're going to struggle or anything like that. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to let Lampard do all the transfers. Obviously I've done the De Silva deal and the Kovacevic deal because the Kovacic deal, because that's what's happened in real life. Blimey, let's just give Jody Morris a decent wage. I feel really bad for him. Stick a 0 on there. Alright, that's the only thing I'm doing. So Lampard's got Jody Morris with him, and let's see how he gets on. So what we're going to do is we're going to forward it to the end of December 31st, and we'll see just before the transfer window where Chelsea are in the league, who's playing, what transfer has been done, who's been loaned out, who stays, that kind of thing. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so we're looking at Kevin Rugg, who Frank Lampard signed, and he shouldn't have signed, because there's a transfer embargo, and I don't know how to put the club under embargo. So I just sent him back on a free transfer, just a couple of weeks after I recognised he'd signed him. So he's not played. So yeah, you can't have players, Frank. Can't have them. However, he is creating a little bit of money for the club, 73 million. Bakayoko's gone for 31.5. Emerson 24.5. Giroud, he sold Giroud for 10.75 million. Omaruo went to Cardiff for 4.5. Callas went to West Brom 2.1. A couple of these prices will rise with add-ons and things like that, but Todd Kane, Lucas Piazon have all left. Jay De Silva's left. Martel Taylor, Crossdale, Josh Grant, they've all left. Nathan Baxter, George McKeegan, Lamptey, Tamori, Hector Castillo, Kennedy, Baker, Palmer, Aina, Redan, Gilmore, Miazga, Ampadu. Oh god, Ampadu's gone Brighton on loan. Clark Salter, and Tammy Abraham, Dujon Sterling, Trevor Chalobah, Izzy Brown, and Nathan. All gone on loan. So let's have a look at the senior squad. It's got Kepa in goal, Aspilicueta, Christensen, and Luis and Alonso at the back. Jorginho, Kante and Kovacic, in midfield, and Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi out wide with Batshuayi up front. He has Faranese in goal, Zuma, Mason Mount, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Pedro, Babarahman, and Mario Pasalic, all on the bench. So yeah, let's see who's not getting in the team. Willian's injured. Barkley's not in the team. Drinkwater, he's injured. Zappacosta again not got a game. Does he have some unhappy wants first team football? Transfer listed by request. So Zappacosta's not getting on with Lampard. Rudiger's out. So yeah, that's the team they're playing at the moment. So I think we'll just have a look at where they are. They're 6th in the English Premier Division, 31 points from 19 games. They're 16 points behind Liverpool, but with a game in hand. Wow. Let's have a look, see if they've got any top goal scorers. Chelsea, no, Tammy Abraham at Crystal Palace has got 6 goals in 19 appearances, but there's no actual Chelsea player here. So Batshuayi doesn't seem to have been getting any goals. N'Golo Kante's covered more distance. That's it. Andreas Christensen's made 90 interceptions. So yeah, there seems to be a bit of a poor season ahead of Frank Lampard at Chelsea, to be honest. And they're currently in 6th. They did finish 6th. So we'll see in a little bit just how I'm just gonna go on holiday here until, let's see, February the 1st, and we'll see how they do in the transfer market, if they sell anyone else. We're back in a second. Okay, Chelsea fans, so it is the 1st of February and there's been no incomings. However, David Zappacosta, he's left, gone on Shakhtar Donetsk for 11.5 million. Jamal Blackman's gone to Crystal Palace for 1.8 million. The real surprise is David Luiz is Zappacosta went to Schalke, but David Luiz has gone to Shakhtar Donetsk, and he's gone for just 7.25 million. That's pretty cheap. I mean, he does kind of look like the clown from The Simpsons, but not Krusty, the evil one. Sideshow Bob. There you go. But yeah, he's Rudiger's come back into the team. It seems Pedro's the right wing, so it looks like Barkley's made the bench now. Pantic is also on the bench, but he's not played yet. Mason Mount has come on the bench. Baba Rahman there. Christian Pulisic, I thought he would have played more. Let's have a look how Pulisic is doing. So he's made 6 first team appearances, from 1 in the Premier League, 5 in the European Cup. He's come off the bench 12 times, 2 goals, 2 assists. He's not really been given a proper chance there, I don't think. Oh well, let's just go have a look at Chelsea in the Premier Division. 7th, 23 games, 38 points. You're 17 points behind Liverpool. You're a point outside European place, the Europa place, and you're 5 points behind the Champions League place. So not good. Let's just have a look at your schedule here. Let's look at how your season's gone so far. So you won your friendlies, except for Jiangsu. Your first game against Man City, you lost 2-0. Arsenal, Wolves and Aston Villa you drew against. That was your August, so you got 3 points. You lost against Burnley, Crystal Palace and Everton, but beat Alaves in the European Cup and Watford in the league. You won against, who is FCSB? Oh, Steaua Bucharest. Right, so you beat Steaua Bucharest 3-1. Bournemouth 1-0. Drew against Southampton 1-1. Drew against Wolfsburg 0-0. And then beat Leeds 3-2. You won 3 in November. Lost 1, drew 1. You won 4 in December and drew 3. A little bit of an unbeaten run there for 10 games, so that's alright. But that was broken by Wolves in January. But you did win 4 other games and draw 1, so yeah. It's not horrible. It's not. I mean, you lost 1 in November, 1 in January, and then you got to go back to September, where you lost 3. So it's not terrible, but it could be better. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure, that you can. Ruben Loftus-Cheek's unhappy, wants first team football, as does Pasalic. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we can go to May time now, towards the end of the season. Let's see your last game of the season, 10th of May. So we'll go to the 10th of May, and we'll see how you do against Everton at home. Okay, guys. So we've finished the season, and it looks like Kepa's still in goal. Azpilicueta, Rudiger, Christensen, Rahman are in defence. Kante's gone to the DM role. Kovacic, I'm going to have to get his name right one day. Drinkwater in midfield. Pulisic finally comes in with Pedro and Batshuayi. Let's have a little look at Batshuayi, see how he did. So 38 games, 11 goals, 2 assists. Okay. Farenez, Mount, Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, Alonso and Barkley. Subs. Masonda got promoted from the B team to the senior team. I think Zuma got injured, that's why he's not on the bench there. Yeah, I don't think it's been a great season for Chelsea. See, the 7th and 52 points. They are 42 points off Liverpool, who are champions. 7 points off a European Cup place, and 17 points off Champions League. Level on points with West Ham and Southampton, but with a better goal difference of 0. Notts Forest, Fulham and Leeds ended up getting relegated. Oh man, well, looks like Frank Lampard's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy. Let's have a look at the fixtures and results. I think it was Everton you played last game of the season. Yeah, 0-0. Everton finished in 12th. So let's have a look at the let's go back to Chelsea. Let's have a look at the transfer history. Okay, you didn't sell anyone else. Didn't buy anyone. Well, you brought Rug, but I sent him back to Zurich because there's a transfer ban, so it wasn't fair. But you raised 94 million. I think if we have a look at the senior squad schedule, see how you finished the season. Oh, that's horrible. So we left around February the 1st here, when they were just about to play Crystal Palace. They drew that game. They beat Man City 3-1 at home, and then they lost a couple against Bayer 0-4 and Watford in the league. They lost again. They won, sorry, against Bayer 4-2-1. But they lost again at Bournemouth and Southampton. They beat Blackburn on penalties, I think. 1-1. Drew against Leeds. Beat Notts Forest. Drew against Leicester. Lost twice to Liverpool back to back. Once in the FA Cup 6th round, once in the league. Then you drew in April against Man United, Newcastle, Fulham and Tottenham. Then you lost to West Ham and then drew to Everton. Wow. So you went 9 games without a win. Wow. That's not good. That's really not good. And yeah. I honestly, looking at this, I would have to say that Chelsea would probably be better off going with like Rafa Benitez or someone with more experience. Look at Newcastle there. They still got Benitez in charge. Let's have a look at the staff. Now they got Montella now and Alessio, so I think Benitez left. So yeah, I'm really kind of struggling to be positive about Chelsea right now, because for all the players that have got, truly world class players, which N'Golo Kante is, I think Pulisic is awesome. The Premier League's going to love him. Jorginho's still there. I thought Sarri might have took him to Juventus, but no. I think William's a brilliant player. I honestly think a lot more should have happened with Chelsea to improve them, and they've just not stepped up to the mark. So unfortunately, if you look at the staff here, Frank Lampard, he replaced Jody Morris with Steve Round. Wow, he sacked Jody Morris. Oh my God, what happened? Where did Jody Morris go? Did he take a job? Did he what did he do? Where did he go? History, career stats, history, milestones. Let's have a look. Chelsea, Released on a free transfer in 2019. Wow. So they let him go. Wow. Okay. Right. So he didn't get another job either. Wow, Frank Lampard, you are harsh, man. So if you look at Frank Lampard here, attacking wise, coaching 14, defending 10, fitness 4. Maybe his teams aren't as fit. I don't know. Tactical 10, still a bit to learn. Adaptability, maybe he's a little inflexible. He's got a 10 there. Level of discipline 10. Maybe he's too much of one of the boys. He likes to play it out of defence. He uses the intense pressing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, as a coach, it's half decent. Not to shout about. As a manager, these stats here are not great. So yeah, I don't know. I suspect if we forwarded this on a little bit, Frank Lampard might get fired. I think that could happen genuinely. So yeah, I don't know. Chelsea, I don't think Frank Lampard's going to be good for you. I think there's a very good chance that he might just not live up to expectation. I know there's romanticism about him coming back to Chelsea and all the rest of it. I mean, he is a West Ham boy after all anyway, just like his dad. But I just don't know. I just don't see him doing a good job at Chelsea, either in this game or in real life. And I think this game sometimes can indicate certain things. But I think Chelsea are going to be missing out on European football. And yeah, I'm not sure. I think he'll probably reduce the squad at Chelsea quite a lot as well. So it's going to be a difficult time for Chelsea, and you're in that transition period that Man United were in when they got rid of Alex Ferguson, or when he left, sorry. Oh, crikey, Fulham are offering me a job. No thanks. So yeah, with that being said, I hope that's answered a few questions. Good luck to Chelsea and good luck to Frank Lampard, but I really don't think it's going to work out. Alright, take care. See you soon. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video. All the best.